Bruce Lee was not just a martial artist, he was a philosopher and innovator and a master of combat. His fighting techniques revolutionized martial arts across the world, combining speed, power, and precision in a way never seen before. But what made Bruce Lee's fighting so effective? What was the mindset behind his legendary techniques that made him almost unbeatable in combat? In this video, we're going to dive deep into Bruce Lee fighting philosophy. We'll explore the principles that shaped his martial art, Jeet Kune Do, and how his mindset, mental approach, and philosophy led him to become one of the most respected and feared fighters in history. The beginning of Bruce Lee martial arts journey. Bruce Lee's journey into martial arts began at a young age. Born in San Francisco in 1940, he was exposed to both Chinese culture and the world of traditional martial arts early on. As a child actor, Lee was exposed to numerous action-packed films, sparking his fascination with combat. However, his formal martial arts training began when he studied Wing Chun under the legendary Ip Man. This was just the beginning of his exploration into martial arts. Unlike many other fighters, Bruce Lee didn't believe in sticking to a single style. He was always seeking more efficient ways to fight, which ultimately led him to create Jeet Kune Do. But what were the ideas that drove his vision of martial arts? How did they influence his approach to combat? Bruce Lee philosophy of efficiency. One of the most important concepts in Bruce Lee fighting philosophy is the idea of efficiency. Lee often said that martial arts should be about efficiency, not about performing fancy techniques for the sake of style. His famous motto was, "Absorb what is useful, discard what is not, add what is uniquely your own." This approach is rooted in his belief that a fighter should be constantly evolving and adapting. Lee believed that no single fighting system was perfect. Instead, he thought that the best way to fight was by learning from many different styles and techniques, keeping only what worked best. This is why Jeet Kune Do, the martial art he created, does not adhere strictly to any one style. Instead, it is a philosophy focused on the integration of the most effective techniques from various martial arts, stripped down to their most essential and powerful forms. When you watch Bruce Lee fight, you can see that he was always looking for the quickest way to end a fight. Every movement had a purpose, every technique had a reason. Lee was obsessed with removing unnecessary movements, making his style as fluid and efficient as possible. For him, fighting wasn't about looking flashy, it was about being as effective as possible in the shortest amount of time. The role of speed and timing in Bruce Lee fighting mindset. Another pillar of Bruce Lee philosophy was his obsession with speed and timing. But it wasn't just about being fast. It was about having perfect timing. Lee believed that speed could overcome strength.